Hey everyone, it's Barry. This week's video is brought to you by my Patreon. Over on Patreon you can find a bunch of rewards that I offer, including but not limited to monthly prints. I also upload videos in early access and post exclusive sketches and drawings, and there's also a monthly originals tier. But for the monthly print, patrons suggest the themes for each month, and then we hold a vote, and the winning theme becomes the print for that month. If you'd like to become a member, I've left a link in the description so you can join our art community and get rewards every month. The theme voted on for this month was ice, because it's been so hot recently and we all want to cool off. Although, ironically, at the time of filming this, it's actually gotten quite cold. I say that, it's like 75. I am a baby and I freeze if it's less than 80 degrees outside. I wanted to tie in ice with kind of a summery theme, and I was thinking of stuff like iced drinks, like iced teas, or the giant iced coffees that I've been drinking a lot recently. Unfortunately, I did lose the sketch portion of this footage, but you can at least enjoy seeing it being colored. I took the theme and I went a little bit abstract with it, so I wanted to tie in the heat of summer with ice. So I put the person in, like, a swimming pool, but there's ice cubes in the swimming pool, which actually sounds really unpleasant to swim in. But I was at first thinking like an ice-themed pool floaty, like a, what do they call, what the rings? The donuts that you sit on? Is that just a pool floaty? I was thinking like an ice-themed one of those, and then I was like, let's just make them ice cubes. And then I wanted to give her really Y2K like geometric sunglasses, and I streamed this footage over on my Twitch channel, and as I was streaming, people were suggesting more ideas to add on to the ice theme, and somebody linked these sunglasses that are cut out in the shape of snowflakes. Now, like, I've seen Y2K sunglasses that are like flame shaped or like butterfly wing shaped, and I was kind of going off of that vibe, but then somebody linked these specific snowflake sunglasses and I was like, yes, I have to use those. So she is wearing probably the most inconvenient sunglasses to ever wear, but they look cool. The way that I achieved the 3D sunglasses effect is I have two different layers. The first layer is the snowflake shape with a light, almost white to like slightly darker blue gradient. And then I turn that down to 60% opacity, duplicate it, and then make the whole thing darker. So now there's two layers, one of them is a light gradient and the other one is darker. And I move the dark layer behind the light layer and then scooch it a little bit up and to the left. And that creates kind of a 3D effect where you can kind of see both of them are 60% opacity, so they're a little bit transparent. You can kind of see behind them and through them. And then you see a little bit of the edge. I also could not stop myself, like physically could not restrain myself from adding just an obnoxious amount of vaporwave nonsense. I kind of actually really like the frame that it gives the art piece with all of the like vaporwave decoration around it. I think it frames the piece nicely. I was having a lot of trouble figuring out where to stop the composition, but that actually works pretty well. And then the barcode at the bottom, near the very end of the stream, one of my friends sent me a link to a barcode generator. So the barcode at the bottom for like most of this footage, I'm not sure if it says anything, but then my friend sent me this barcode generator that you type in a word and it generates a barcode that reads that word. I don't know how barcodes work. I don't know if it's like binary or something like that. But the barcode says vaporwave, which is maybe a little bit on the nose. But now there's a barcode at the bottom that says vaporwave. And now I'm just like, oh, I've got to add like hidden words in all of my images for the rest of time now. Just like symbols and barcodes and I don't know, like Morse and crap that means things. It's interesting to me how different my process is from traditional to digital art. Like, traditionally, I have a very painterly process. Like, I like to see all of those brush strokes. And I load up so many different colors in every object. And I don't use line art, like, barely at all in my traditional, well, a little bit. I would say I use line art only to define the edges of objects that are otherwise undefined. But I don't outline everything in black the way that I outline in digital art. And it's interesting to me because I've kind of always struggled with digital art. I don't think I'm as good of a digital artist as I am a traditional artist. And I think it would be an interesting challenge to me one day to try to paint digitally the way that I paint traditionally. Maybe I'll make a video on that someday. I don't know how it'll go. It might be just very frustrating and then I might delete the footage, but maybe I'll try it someday. Anyway, that is all for this painting. If you would like to receive a mini print of this artwork, you can sign up to become a member of my Patreon over at patreon.com/MadameBerry. Anybody who signs up or is already a patron at either the Strawberry tier or the Elderberry tier, which are my print club and original art tiers, will get a mini print of this artwork mailed to you. If you want to learn the program that I used to make this artwork, Clip Studio Paint, you can check out this video over here. Until next time, take care.